Hey dreamers, it's Deep and Sonic here, and today I'm bringing you guys a team building video, mainly because I actually have time to do one of those, so that's cool. So this week is week 7 against GBA. It is a rematch, it is a division match, and this one's actually pretty important, because if I win this one, I am guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, and if I lose, I think Nick is out of the playoffs, or Mikey is out of the playoffs, so a lot of outcomes can come from this one match, which is really strange, and it is interesting to think about. But enough of that, I just want to go over a few things before we get into the team initially. So, like, at the beginning I wanted to bring a kind of hyper-offense team with Rosa Raid Hazard stack at the same time, and it just, no matter how much I built, I realised more that this isn't going to work. I was mainly more deterred by Magic Guard Fable this time, but then he just would have lost 2 setups in, so I had a lot of, I was very fickle during my team building. I couldn't make up my mind. And in the end, I decided, fuck it, we're gonna go pseudo hyper offense with a defensive Vaporeon in case Megalopony kills my offensive check to it, or my offensive check to it gets critted or killed or whatever. So I decided to put a fully physically defensive Vaporeon in there with Protect, because high jump kicking things. The only variant that worries me is Sub Power Up Punch or Sub Focus Punch. That thing terrifies me, especially if he has enough AP investments. So Scald won't break my sub, his sub rather. But I didn't want to waste any kind of bulk on investment to break subs. So, which is kind of why I have Baton Pass on the Vaporeon. It was also because I had a 4-move syndrome and I couldn't decide what I wanted on my last slot. I kind of wanted Raw, I kind of wanted Ice Beam, but I decided on Baton Pass because the only thing I'd Raw out was Fable and I have a Scissor for that. So, speaking of which, next up we have Scissor. Originally I wanted to put Knockoff. I wanted to put Roost over Knockoff, but then I wouldn't have hit Tentacle. So I kind of had to bring it Knockoff, in case he did bring the Tentacle. So other than that, it's the standard kind of setup that I really wanted to bring Roost. I really wanted to bring Roost so I could roost up on my Registeel and stuff like that. Also on Crook as well, depending on his variant of course, but yeah, we have setup Scissor. Once this gets to +2, it sweeps his entire team. Once Victini is a little bit damaged and Mence not being intimidating, basically, even Crook or Mence being intimidating. But I do anticipate one of those two showing up, so I have a Choice Scarf Latias in the back. I'm actually making this team builder after the battle, which is interesting. I kind of forgot, I realised mid-battle that I didn't do any speed creeping on my Choice Scarf. I should have crept it to outspeed, just to outspeed his fastest mon on the team, Megalopony, and then just put the rest in HP. Because his choice of, well actually I should have crept it to outspeed Choice Scarf Crook, which I think this outspeeds anyway, but probably not if it's Jolly, but anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So we have Trick and Healing Wish for team support. Trick is to catch Registeel or Clefable in on the switch. Also things like Crook if he's feeling ballsy, although that probably wouldn't help me thinking about it. Trick is just to generally cripple his annoying walls that I don't want to be dealing with. And then Draco Psyshock Modest because it hits like a truck, so So yeah, and then we have Suicide Lead Infinite, which I never thought I'd bring, with Fake Out, because last time, and generally most of Gearhart's matches, he likes to lead with Lopunny, or his Rock Sitter, which is Registeel. So, Registeel or Crook, I should say. So Fake Out would out-prioritize Lopunny's Fake Out, because Megas do not get their speed first turn, and Gearhart always runs Adamant. He always runs Adamant Lopunny. He brought it against me last time. There's no need for him to bring Jolly, because that outspeeds my whole team. So you can bring Adamant and whack in some tasty HP investment as well, because that thing is spooky scary fast. But Fake Out will out-prioritize it on the first turn, and my Sash will still be intact, so he will be scared the hell out. And then I can just go for Stealth Rocks, or Taunt, depending on what comes in, and then nuke something with a Blaze Flare Blitz. I had a few problems with this last move. Like, I didn't know if I wanted Earthquake or Close Combat, because I kept getting walled by certain things. But it was a Suicide Lead, so I didn't really care if it didn't get a kill or if it did, sort of thing. I just needed the Stealth Rocks up on it. And you're probably thinking, Ellie, you have a really good, reliable Stealth Rocker literally in the slot next to you. Why have you not brought it on that? Oh. Because we're bringing offensive Regirock this week with a really weird EV spread. If this gets to +2, +2, +2, it sweeps his entire fucking team. I have enough investment on this to live a combination of Adamant, High Jump Kick, and Fake Out from Lopunny. I also have enough combination to live enough bulk to live a, I think it's a Jolly Specs Focus Blast, or it could be a Modest Scarf Focus Blast, I can't remember, from Victini. And enough to live a Hydro Pump from Modest Ments, basically. That's why I have the Impersonature with 64 EVs. And the speed is perfect because at +2 I will outspeed Adamant Lopunny, which is the fastest thing on this team. Barring a Choice Scarfer, but like I said, I have Bulk and Drain Punch as well. Drain Punch will help with HP recovery, and there's always chances for Focus Blast to miss because I'm lucky and bad. I'm kidding, that would never happen to me because my luck in this game is terrible. But my coverage is Iron Head, Drain Punch, and Rock Slide, because literally when I'm at +2, nothing wants to come in and take any of those moves, except maybe Tentacle, thinking about it. But what can Tentacle? I mean, I suppose it could hit me with a sword and burn me because my luck is terrible, but depends if it's physically defensible or not. But because of Clear Body, Ments will not be able to come in and keep switching out, mainly due to Rocks being up actually. But because of Clear Body, he can't Intimidate spam me, and this will pretty much sweep up if I manage to get it to +2. So here's hoping Mr. H gets the sweep this game, or just generally puts in a lot of work. Iron Head is obviously there for Fable. I wanted to make it Adamant so it could 2-hit KO it if it was unaware, but I just couldn't because I then wouldn't be able to live those things that I mentioned earlier. And then, last of all, we have Tuna, the Heliolist. I really wanted to bring up Modest. I really wanted to bring up Modest, but I wouldn't have outsped the thing, Victini. I wouldn't have outsped Victini, so those are what those speed EVs are for, to speed creep Jolly Victini. Also Jolly Crook, which I believe is base 97 off the top of my head. But we have Volt Split, HB Ice Immense, Hyper Voice, and Focus Blast. I was of two ways about Focus Blast. I wanted to put in Surf, but then I also wouldn't have been able to hit Registeel. I really didn't want to rely on missing Focus Blast, or trying to hit Focus Blasts if it came down to it. Especially if it was against a Spadef Registeel. So, but yeah, that's my Helios set, and that's my overall team. I expect him to bring. What did I expect him to bring? I expected him to bring a Lopunny, of course, because that thing just tears my team a new one. I don't expect to see Crocodile. Because I have the Infinite, and the result of last match may deter him from bringing it again. I don't expect to see the Yanmega, mainly because I have a lot of offensive checks to it, in terms of priority as well. I really wanted to bring something on Latias, which I might bring next week, but I see, the thing is I want to talk about it because I have so many ideas for it, but like I can't talk about it yet because I may bring it in the future, if that makes any sense. But also Stealth Rocks, I have a lot of Stealth Rockers on my team and a lot of special walls as well, so I don't expect to see Yanmega. I do expect the Registeel again, maybe with a Choppleberry Fire Punch or Choppleberry counter for superpower on Scissor. I do expect some kind of Registeel variant that is made to beat Scissor. I expect Mence this week. I expect Victini as well. But other than that, I don't know what he's bringing. So Mence, Lopunny, Mence. I literally just said like 5 months. I expect Mence, Lopunny, Victini, Registeel. Those are the 4 that I definitely think are coming. I do not expect Yanmega, Crocodile. I was going to bring Clefable, of course, for my Latias. Which I'm at 2 ways about it, because I have a Scissor on my team, but also Clefable is kind of useful against Latias. And it's a good switch for Vaporeon as well, so. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. You've seen my team already. The game will be uploaded on Sunday. I don't know when that will be, considering when this is going up, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point, so I will see you guys later. That's not my outro. Fuck.